Boys, hopefully today is the day. Hopefully today we can get the Subaru back. I was waiting for, oh, we got bugs in the coolant. That is not good. Last weekend we pulled the engine out of the Subaru so then we can start getting into this and get some kind of progress into it. I do need the car. The E90 is falling apart, so I am not going to be using the E90. I bought parts but decided I will wait on them because I'm going to throw this new sensor on and it's just gonna go out because I have a bad suspension up front. So that's just gonna cut the new sensor that's gonna torque me out of another sensor. So I'm just going to hold off on that. And I thought the Subaru, for the most part, the chassis on the Subaru was good. All I really needed was the engine, and I had the engine just chilling here. I just never wanted to get into it, not yet at least, because I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do with it. But I have decided to just send it. We're gonna throw a stock engine in and we are going to not baby the car but also not push the car. Last time we pushed the engine quite a bit. I still need to find out what happened to this engine and we will see what caused our knocking. I have an idea. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened the way it did. As of right now, we are just going to throw on the headers. Rafa brought over some headers that he had off of his 13 WRX. They should fit. I don't see why they wouldn't. They should fit. The only reason why he brought those over was because I wanted the up pipe, but I think the headers will fit as well. I wanted the up pipe because the up pipe that is on the engine that we got is a catted up pipe, and when I swapped from my catted to catless, my eBay catless up pipe, I definitely felt a significant amount of power to the car. We're going with the stock catless up pipe because I do not really want to throw my eBay up pipe on there. The reason being is because it's really crooked. For one, it's really crooked and it's not going to sit properly. It's going to give me the same issues. The gaskets are going to keep getting burnt, and so I'm just going to go with stock. At the end of the day, the only thing that we're going to sacrifice is like sound, but I think I have a solution for that as well. Like I said, for today, we're dropping the engine, hopefully getting it started. Okay, update. I've gotten a couple of things done since I last picked up the camera. I completely cleaned the engine because it had a lot of like built up oil and like chunks of residue, usually from age. So I cleaned it up quite a bit and it looks a lot better than what I did before. Well, first I did the clutch and then I cleaned. And right now I've been working on putting my recirculator deleter. My plug's right there. I'm gonna shove this in here in a bit and that's going to delete that, so then our blow off valve sounds dope. Cleaning took quite a bit. There was a lot of built up oil residue. It doesn't look like it was leaking anywhere, but just in case, before I put this in, I wanted it to be clean. So if there was any leaking of any sort, I would see it right off the bat because everything else is clean, and any little stream of leak of any coolant or oil I'd be able to see. So that is why I did that. And as well as I did flush out the coolant a little bit. I just put the hose in there and I actually got quite a bit of stuff out of both these and a little bit out of that one, but it should be cleaned now. I'm tempted to go do it on the car as well because I've never done it on the car. I think I can start working on the headers, which is perfect timing because Tristan just hit me up. We have pulled his engine off of the stand. It's actually in the car right now. We just dropped that in a couple days ago and we got it start last night. So I am going to go pick up my stand from him here in a bit so that we could set this on the stand and we can flip it, do the headers like that, so then I don't have to do this hanging. It is kind of sketchy working on the stand with the engine swinging back and forth, so I am going to go pick up the engine stand from him real quick. I'll link his channel somewhere around here, annotation, I'm not sure which side it is, or down in the description. So yeah, go check out his channel. We'll go jump over there in a bit. Let me just clean up a little. We have the engine stand from Tristan, so let's head back home, throw that header on, throw the engine in the car. I think that's the last thing. I don't think we have anything else to really do on the car, anything that we need to get into externally other than that header. So let's head home, do that, and drop that engine in today. Okay, so it turns out I cannot use the engine stand because since I threw the clutch on already, these extendos do not pass this bearing. So I don't really want to pull the clutch off again. It's not that hard to put on, but I really don't want to pull that off. So I'm just gonna do it like this and pray and hope that this thing does not fall on me. It should not be that hard to reach. I already lifted the engine up high as I need it. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock these off, pull the shields off, pull the headers off. Still have to disconnect it from the turbo, so I'm gonna disconnect it from there. Hopefully the turbo doesn't fall. I'm not gonna disconnect it from anything else. Our up pipe and manifold should come off easily. I have to pull off those heat shields, which kind of suck, but we got to do it. So I'm gonna knock this out real quick, probably set up the time lapse somewhere, and we should have this engine in here in about an hour. Alright, I think our engine is completely assembled. No more catted up pipe. That is down there. We don't need that wire anymore either, which is dope because I had to plug that on the other one, so whatever. I wanted to swap the turbo because mine is rebuilt and mine is good. The rebuild was good, so I wanted to throw my turbo on, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. The only real thing that I'm gonna switch off is like basically oil filter and oil, whatever. But that's stuff that I have to do before I start the engine. That's all I'm gonna do to it. I'm not going to get into anything else. I want this engine to be reliable. Supposedly it was good, so I'm just going to leave it as it is, throw the whole car together, and hopefully it starts and it runs and we can use it, because I've been having hella car issues lately. So hopefully this fixes the Subaru at least for a while and we don't have to swap another engine before the end of the next year, and hopefully not next year. I think she's ready. She's I think she's ready. I did one more thing before we dropped it in, and that was to swap the thermostat. Here is the old one, and it is a little crusty. This is how the whole coolant system is. It has a lot of that crusty stuff in it, kind of like corrosion. So I decided to swap that thermostat out, and I put the one that was in the old engine because that one was brand new basically. So I pulled that one, put it in here, and I also had to clean all this stuff. So I'm going to give it like an hour to sit before I actually tighten it. Everything's kind of together just so it dries. I'm going to tighten it later. It should seal. We should not have any RTV issues afterwards because it's not getting squished into the actual inlets. So here we go, I guess. I'm gonna drop this in. I don't know if this engine has oil. It's a good thing we didn't flip it upside down because I'm not sure if it has oil or not. There we go. Engine is in. And surprisingly it has oil that does not look very dirty, so I might run it. Not the smartest idea. I'm probably just gonna start it and then pull that oil because I really have no idea what's in the pan, which probably still isn't very smart. It's like 8 o'clock. Walmart closes at like 10, 7:30. I just saw my phone, 7:36. So Walmart closes at 10. I think I should stop here, go get oil, so I can run this tonight. I have some coolant that I'm gonna use, so I think I'm gonna run that as well. Like I said, I'm just going to filter it out and clean it, so then there's nothing really too dirty inside the coolant system. But for the most part, I'm probably gonna add a little bit more of that coolant flush just to clean out and flush the system really well, because you guys saw how much corrosion was in those lines. And other than that, we just need to hook everything up. Everything should go fairly quickly. Right now, it's really just plug in the coolant lines, and our connectors for our harnesses are these two right here. Goes to the two on the chassis, and then there's this one right here that goes to this. I need to throw an L2 sensor in, and I don't think there's much more. Like I said, coolant and the 3 plugs on the side and the sensor, other than the radiator, but that's just a drop in and plug. Depending on if I should go pick up oil or not yet, because like I said, it has oil, it looks clean, but I do not know what is in it. You know what, I'm gonna do this right. I'm not going to skip any corners. I'm just gonna go ahead and go pick up another filter and oil. So I think I'm going to put this aside for now. Like I said, everything from here forward is pretty simple. So I'm gonna run in the E90, go pick up oil and a filter, and we will be back. This should start here in like 2 hours. Yo, okay, last time I updated you guys it was 7:30. Right now I have no idea what time it is. I'm not gonna lie. I have misplaced my phone. Damn, I really misplaced my phone. It's like 11 now, probably. 12:30. Oh shit, it is 12:30. We have everything connected right about. We're working on the intercooler. The radiator I think is completely plugged in. I guess we'll run water for now. I'll put a rag or something to catch anything contaminating. We are, yeah, right about to start this. Just throw the battery on, throw in oil in the engine, sit the car down, and we will be close to starting. All right, we got the battery in and everything should be connected. Nothing is leaking now. I had one leak because I forgot I had to pull off a coolant hose in the back. So we put that on and nothing should be leaking anymore. Everything should be fine. We're about to give her a first start. I miss this thing. Ooh.
We didn't tighten down the banjo bolt to the power steering.
Sweet.
Good thing it's just used oil, right?
Yep. Just used oil. So we'll tighten that. And then we forgot the O2 sensor too.
I was gonna say, that sounded like shit. Smell it.
But hey, it turned on. It wasn't knocking.
Yeah, I didn't hear a knock, so.
Okie dokie. So we're about to start the engine for the first time. Attempt to. Here we go. That's crazy. Half a crank. The good dude was right. That's low. That's low.
And she runs healthy.
Dude, she runs smooth. She sounds really smooth.
Really impressive.
After freaking 2 months of sitting, she sounds like this. Yeah, she's fine. First drive?
First drive, let's go.
Good.
Subi's
Yes.
back. The Subi's back.
She runs good too.
Dude, she gets on it.
Yes.
That's impressive. Like, it has no issue.
Right? Right? On first try it started, and first runs great.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Dude. You guys ready for V2? Like, are you guys really ready for V2? We are painting this sometime within the next year. Like, to show up to Shark Fest, we're really going to change this color. I am going to change this color because, as you guys can tell, bodywork definitely needed all over the place. So we are definitely going to change the color on this, color on the E46. The E46 is getting a livery that I have had in mind since I bought it, so we are going to do that as well for Shark Fest. But
It's
like,
2 a.m., but she's running.
yeah, it's 2 a.m. Let's see here. When I said it was gonna start an hour or two later from when I last picked up that camera was 7:30, so by 9:30 was my goal, but it is 2 o'clock, like literally 2 o'clock. I was kind of off. I think it would have started, but we threw everything together without even trying to start. So we really went all out and put everything together. But if I really just wanted to start it, I could have probably started on the old oil, which would have saved me an hour and a half. Hour and a half. And then, I mean, radiator, the bleed, and all that other stuff. Yeah. So we probably could have started at around like 10, maybe 11. So I wouldn't have been that far off, but still. I mean, everything's together now. I can throw on the bumper, the hood, and the car is together. So I wouldn't have to worry about anything else. But yeah, it's late. We're gonna pick up and call it a night because yeah, it's late. Last night we stayed up till 3 with his car. So yeah, today we stayed with mine. We got it running.
Fuck cars.
Yeah.
We're going back to mine tomorrow.
But this should be probably, I think this is gonna be the last engine swap we do this late here, at least at my house, for the year.
We got the Suburban, bro. Don't say that yet.
So I think out here, this is probably gonna be the last one of the year till next summer. But I couldn't be happier.
It's in.
It's in. Well, let me know what you guys think. You guys excited to see the Subaru? Go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys have anything to say, let me know down in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. You guys don't want to miss out on any content. Like Tristan said, we have the Suburban. I'll see you guys in the next one.